Welcome to a great scene here. Excitement and energy flowing in the stadium as we get ready for this week's Game of the Week. We can only hope that it matches the hype. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Missouri Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Bringing it out, it's Edwards. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Here's the second down play. Scanning the field, it's Glover. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
On the opening drive, they face a tough 3rd and 7 here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Gosh, I just love to watch this defense fly around. Great job here on 3rd down. Look at it. You're on the road. Things are going against you early in the game, and you block all of that out, and you're running around with confidence making plays.
And the coverage team able to bring him down. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. He'll hand it off. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Great job on the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think they're going to run, maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down play coming up. Takes the handoff again. Looks like Clemson will have the first down.
Another great pickup on the ground here by a Clemson running back. And you know, if you're going to be a running back for Clemson, you have to be able to not just do that, but also you got to be able to catch the ball in the backfield because they're dangerous in the passing game as well.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Snags the quick throw. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1. On the previous play. Ball handed to the running back. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Trying to flex the ground game there. Running back takes the handoff. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. It's Klubnik. Makes a quick grab. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? It's a run. Running back's got it. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Glover. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
That short completion sets up a 3rd down play. Drop him back. They're going to throw for the first down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Returner decides to fair catch this. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. They begin with a quick throw to the left, and he will be stuffed for no gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Clemson 7, Missouri 0.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. They're going to run it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They tried to get the counter play to the edge.
Counter play. A lot of times you'll see those counters go more up into the middle of a defense, but they tried to bounce that to the outside, and that gave you an idea of...
And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
The Tigers will have to punt this one away. This one will be fair caught. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Okay, ready?
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. To throw, it's Glover. Caught quickly. Breaks loose at the 45. And that big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36. By the time this offense gets going, it's a 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. The short completion of the tight end. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. Quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Second down after that run on the previous play. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Second down after that previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He's got some room and some blockers here. Across the 40. Past the 20. At the 10. Touchdown, Clemson. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return. And the interception taken to the house, a pick-6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
Missouri, 0.
Return begins inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick-6. Can they recover from that right now?
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Dropping back, it's Glover. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw complete to the tight end. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. That's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like...
They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he pulls in the catch. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs. Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. He's looking to scramble. He called his own number, and the freshman QB keeps this drive moving.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
1st and goal, handoff. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri. But they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and he reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops with a 2-minute warning. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Across the 40 now. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down. First down and 10 now. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. They're going to run it here. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
gain makes it second and medium. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Here comes a handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Breaks a tackle into the clear. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Hey, Chris, how about the running back here on 3rd down and 1? He's so focused on trying to just pick up a couple yards for the first down. You could almost see him slightly hesitate there once he hit that initial surge from that defense and was still on his feet. He's looking around. There's nobody to slow him down, so he gets huge yards on this play.
An inside give now from the shotgun. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the crowd coming to life here trying to help this defense down in the red zone. On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And they add to their lead. So they settle for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. He's got it inside the 15. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final? They stop him right at the 24. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. To throw, it's Glover. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on 1st down. He's running out of time here. Freshman introducing himself to the quarterback there.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
And looking for a big play here. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And they're finally able to stop him. A huge gain and a touchdown-saving tackle as time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half.
Number 19, set to advance on the football.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Offense is back out there. Oh, he tosses it back. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. Touchdown, Tigers. Just ran away from the defense. As the flea flicker executed perfectly, we're seeing more and more of this in college football, Kirk.
Yeah, and it's just one of those gadget plays you like to have in your arsenal. The defense, in this case, they were sucked up and completely out of position after that initial handoff and allowed the receiver to get behind the coverage and make it for an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point makes it a 17-point game. Getting set to kick the ball off now. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. Ball handed off. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. A gain makes it second and medium. Looking downfield, it's Glover. Bringing pressure. And he's got his man open downfield. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. Here comes the up-tempo offense. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Of course, there's another sack by a Clemson defender. And, you know, so often in football we get so caught up in the quarterbacks and the spread looks and the big explosive plays on offense. But you think about where Clemson's been for the last 10 or 12 years, I think their defense deserves as much credit as guys like Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson. This defense has gone to a different level, and that's why they're a national contender every single year.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. And is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. Past the 50. Inside the 30. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Clemson. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
How about the risky call here by this offense? I love that they're going for it on 4th down. Not so sure about the play call. The defense was not fooled at all. Steps in front of this throw for a nice touchdown.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. Here comes the Missouri offense back out onto the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. Tackle made after just a short gain.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And here comes a deep shot. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now.
Now trapped behind the line. It'll be a short loss.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Talk about aggressive. The head coach keeping the offense on the field inside their own 30. Running out of time in the pocket. And he's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Tigers. And this one is getting ugly. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now they get set to kick it away.
That makes the score Clemson 38, Missouri 7.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there.
Missouri Tigers take over 1st and 10.
So they got stopped. Gets some space around the 30. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. The 30. Past the 10.
Hell of a run, man. Hell of a run.
Touchdown, Missouri. And they'll set up for the PAT. And it's good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Missouri 14.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Offense trots out onto the field, hoping to start a drive here. The back's got it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
There you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
He went backwards on 1st down, so 2nd and long from the 24. Press coverage now from the secondary. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, it's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes a quick catch.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. But how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that 1st down? Great job by the D.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. They'll down this one at the 40. Here comes the Missouri offense back out onto the field. The last possession was a 1-play touchdown drive on the ground. See if the offensive line can continue to create some big lanes. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big 1st half, and he's already at it again.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. Brought down, but the game moves the ball all the way to the plus 42.
You call a quick out on 3rd down? I think that tells you the comp.
He's going for a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Important second down play coming up. Looking for some space. It's Edwards. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. This Missouri offense is moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's got it for a big gain. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense first and goal from the 10. The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Brings up second and goal.
Offense facing second and goal. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, I really like the idea on third down. I can kind of see the thought process there. Make an unconventional call on third down. Sometimes that can work out, but the defense was just prepped and ready for it this time.
So they pass on the chip shot field goal. They're going to go for it. 4th and goal from the 5. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And he knocks it right through. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Missouri, 21.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Looking for a gap, it's Haynes. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Takes the ball, tries the right side here. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he went backwards after the catch. That'll set up a 4th down now.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball does a good job of bringing him down short of the first down.
And the Tigers will have to kick it away. And this drive moves backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Tight end makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Missouri now in the red zone. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. It's a run to the left. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri. Here comes the point after attempt. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Forced to punt last time. Trying to add points, build the lead right here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Now it's 2nd down here. He hands it to the back. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great play. Make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? They'll work the clock here with their running game. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this 1st down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Handoff running right. Solid game, moves the ball to the 43.
Well, nothing like getting positive yards here, playing with the lead late in the game and then staying in bounds to boot. It's exactly what you want to see as an offensive coordinator.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Takes the ball and heads to the left. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
And that's the 2-minute warning. And this offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. And at 1st down, they go right back to him. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Well, this is a huge third down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Tigers will bring their punt team on the field now. It's a low punt, won't travel very far. On the return, it's Jones. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. First down, looking to throw the football. With the catch, it's Johnson. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. And he'll set up to throw. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Offense will decline the penalty after that big gain. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? And he drops back in the gun. Quick throw to his receiver. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Going the other way, can they catch him? That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And now it's victory formation. The quarterback will just kneel down. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And with the game in hand, the offense just takes a knee. Well, really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the offensive side. Well, they put on a great show. But for the two defenses, especially the losing squad, you can't imagine their coach is too happy with their performance.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.